Hello, hello. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We have the Leo reading right now, and it's pretty funny because I had some Mercury retrograde stuff going on. That's why I'm a little late coming on, because I was trying to get everything together and it wasn't uploading properly. So Leo, you fiery little rascal, you. So basically what I've been doing for the first set of Tarotscopes here is doing a career animal totem poll, and then I'm using the mystical wisdom cards as well as my own creation, the Shadow Fantasy Oracle, and the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle, which is also mine, for your love reading within this Tarotscope. And then a clarifier from the Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reid. So if you guys stick around to the end of the reading, I do private card polls, depending on how many people are watching live, obviously. And if you're new to the channel, you can also find me on Facebook at Kindred Heart Tarot. I'm also on IG, Mollie Kindred, and all that information will be down below in the details. So if you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up and help me grow the community, because I've just started the YouTube channel. And let's get into it. Let's dive into some Leo energies today, because I feel the fire. I don't know if you guys feel the fire. I just wrote a poem about breathing fire, so you can find that on the Facebook page. I did post it. But let's tap into these fire energies. And hey, Kathy, how you doing? And then HH Crosswatcher, I do that too. So let's get started. Let's see what Leo's got going on for their career energies today. We have books. This is interesting because I pulled this for myself, and so I've had some time to ruminate on it. It says you connect your life purpose through your involvement with books. So I have a feeling that a few people who are catching this live or are going to catch the replay, part of your life purpose is actually to share your wisdom, share your knowledge with the world at large. And so you might be working on either coursework that you can bring to, say, online, so YouTube, or you could work through like Elephant Journal or something like that, in terms of bringing what you've learned to others as a form of healing and leadership within one, and also leaving a legacy of your knowledge and your life's work. And so all of the sacrifices that you've made, the lessons that you've learned, maybe the mistakes, the successes, all of these can actually be transformed into a story, or something that can help people. Also, vice versa. What I'm getting here, as my throat kind of like closed up a little, is that you might be in a time where you want to introspect and actually journal, but also read and learn. So you might have this kind of insatiable appetite right now where you want to get into some books and learn about things that you're interested in. This could be spiritual. It could be about certain places, say Egypt, maybe Mayan, things that are popping up for you intuitively, spiritually, that you kind of want to dive a little bit deeper in terms of getting in there and becoming a student again. And you always know that you're oscillating between student and teacher, but getting involved in this energy of the books and reading and really taking in this knowledge, there's going to be messages for you to help bring your message forward to the world. And so books are actually, interestingly enough, an important part of your week here. And so let's see what we have for your animal totem. So the animal totem for Leo is the raven. We have shaman energy. And so perhaps this book is going to be on shamanism, and or, that leadership style of being a wild crafter, a herbalist, and looking into the healing energies deeper and deeper, or perhaps a book, fictional or non-fictional, that is in with shamanism. You might be writing a book on shamanism, your experiences becoming or remembering your shaman energies from past lifetimes in this lifetime. So it says that you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. So whilst this time, especially with COVID-19 and everything going on, it's forced a lot of people inwards, and it's really forced us to move through confusion and chaos within ourselves and without, and really discover again who we are and what our priorities are in this world, and to really get a grip on the magic that is within us and the magic that is outside of us, and really owning that power. And this is why it says, you can use it for good or bad. Magic and power is neutral in a way. It just depends on how you bring it forward in the world. So you are a catalyst, you are a mediator of this energy, and you get to decide what you're going to do with it. So, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, definitely a lot of writers. And what I think Spirit wants to channel through you. And the more open you are, the more you remember this shaman energy and the empowerment you hold in surrendering to Spirit to bring information through you that you may have collected over past lifetimes. It's going to bring a lot of success and empowerment, learning, and lessons for you as well. And I just saw 555 on the timestamp. So you guys are in a period of change for the better. These are big changes too. So it could be moving across the country. You could be changing entirely your employment, or you could be changing relationships. But definitely you are navigating the void now, where you might have been really uncomfortable in the mystery and the unknown before. You're starting to get your wings, so to speak, and you're able to really look at the mystery from a different vantage point. So very, very cool. Leo, you guys are in for some interesting energies, it looks like. But definitely journaling and communicating your story, and also checking in with yourself in terms of the story that you're telling about your own life and the power that you hold as a spiritual being. So what's in the past position for Leo? Let's see. We have new beginnings. Begin your new life. You have gone through a transformation over the past year. Maybe it's been 5-10 years, but significantly over the past year, you have undergone some heavy shadow work and transformations, and you are ready, because this is in your past position. It indicates you have decided, you have clarity about moving forward. You might not have all the clarity in the world about where you're going, but you have clarity that you're moving forward, and that you have the power and the strength and the courage to step forward into this new life, this new way of being. And so, this is the phoenix energy you have rising from the ashes. You have been burned before, and now you have the lessons and the wisdom and the knowledge to help others, navigate that and or prevent others from being burned in the same way. And of course, you now have those learning templates that you don't need to repeat in the future. So to clarify that with my Shadow Fantasy Oracle, which is available for purchase, is sneaky behavior. Ooh. So with these new beginnings and begin your new life, I feel like you are moving away from somebody who had some sneaky behavior going on. This can be lies, cheating, and, just generally someone who doesn't know themselves well enough, someone who wasn't able to wield the sort of truth and courage in such a way that it assisted your growing through love. It was more assisting your growth and being a catalyst of fear. And so that person and or the relationship between the two of you had a toxic element in which it assisted in this transformation for you and perhaps this other person as well. But there were some dark energies. So this would be devil energy in the tarot, maybe hanged man, hermit energies. We've got 7 of swords energies coming through with this sneaky behavior. And just a general rule here is that everything wasn't put on the table, right? There wasn't honesty. There was a lack of integrity. And this is simply because of immaturity. And in terms of spiritual growth and lessons, you would have signed up to work with that person, and each of you would have had a essential role in the other's spiritual growth and or catalyzing a specific lesson for them. But you're moving away from this energy. So if this was you being sneaky, you're realizing the cost of such behavior, and moving into this new energy is perhaps you surrendering to your ascension or an awakening, going through a dark night of the soul and actually heeding the lessons that come through it instead of resisting. And some people will resist, and they're going to get caught in a nasty little 3D cycle. And so just understand that your only responsibility is to yourself and to move forward with confidence. And if this is you with your sneaky behavior, it's time to let it go because it's dragging you down. So in your present for Leos, face your fears. Release the power of fear. We had this one come up in one of the other signs. So you can check the channel. I just started playlists for each sign here, and I'll start one for Leo as well. But, you know, in terms of that sneaky behavior, if someone lied to you or cheated on you and there was deception and confusion, that's a really hard energy to get out of. And part of that involves what about that relationship was trying to communicate to you in terms of facing your fears of abandonment, fears of rejection, and or could it be a fear of love, right? Or fear of betrayal. So now with all of this experience, with these lessons, with these mistakes and successes and everything you are, your whole life, all of the decisions, all of the choices together, you are being so courageous and really learning to drop into your empowerment, drop into your personal power. There's just 1111 on the timestamp here. And really, really focus on that solar plexus chakra, in addition to that throat chakra. So you guys are communicating and being assertive and facing your fears. So this is really quite beautiful. And if there was someone who was sneaky, you know, you've stood your ground. You said, no, I'm not dealing with that behavior. You can fuck off, basically. I know my worth, I know my value, and I'm not sticking around to have your fears projected on me. So your responsibility is your fears and moving away from that sneaky behavior. So this is a beautiful, beautiful card of facing your fears. And once you become aware of them, once you bring them up from the depths, whether it's the subconscious or whether, you know, it's just your shadow self, then you actually can face them and you become more fearless in your own life. So let's see what we have to clarify that from my shadow fantasy. And George is coming to say hello. Ooh, beautiful. We have emotional healing. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a figure here who's kind of crying and down on her. She's just got her face in her hands here, and there's this kind of god. I see this as a god wielding, you know, a sort of fire. Basically, this emotional healing has been very, very deep, and you are a fire sign. So you do understand the power of transformation. We already had the Phoenix energy, which is another fire energy. And so you're burning away those things, people, situations, internal energies that you have had in your life before. And it could have been from trauma from your childhood, past situations. But what you're discovering is your power in co-creating in the now, in this moment right now. And so this facing your fears is providing so much emotional healing that you're really opening up a new page or a new book entirely, if we go back to the book energy, rather than kind of just finishing off, you know, a chapter and muddling it all together. You're starting brand new, and that's really exciting in some ways and terrifying in others. But you do have this support behind you, right? If you have been brought to your knees and you've been really down, there is this energy behind you supporting you that is helping cut away any shackles, any bondage energies to that which doesn't serve you any further. So very awesome energies in terms of conquering your fears. And this is about not ignoring them, not being passive about them. No, you are staring them in the face. And that takes a lot of courage. So a really, really beautiful energy here for the Leos. And for the future energies, let's see. We've got sensuality. No surprise here. With that fire energy comes passion. And so it says, express your sensuality. And we have kind of like a centaur. We've got a chalice here. So you might have the energy of the chalice, the Holy Grail energies coming through here as well. Very elemental energies in this artwork in general. But we've also got rainbows. So we can have a rainbow bridge, meaning that you're bridging the gap. We can have divine feminines, divine masculines, so twin flame energies. But I know I don't usually like to talk about that much because I personally believe there's so many layers to the twin flame journey that it's really hard. And every reader you come across is going to be at a different stage in their own understanding. And so I would just leave it up to you to discern. But there are energies here, very strong soulmate or soul bonds, we can call them, which can include soulmate and karmic and or twin flame energies. And so, the sensuality energy coming through here, I feel like is releasing energies of the past where you might have felt unworthiness. There might have been some sticky energy where you had experiences before, could be with parents, friendships, with lovers, that somehow, you got tripped up. So your value of yourself and another's treatment of you made you question your own worth and your own value. And so you're building back up and you're coming back stronger than ever because you're slowly realizing, or maybe you realize pretty quickly, that all of that was that other person's shit. So they projected onto you, and where those little cracks in your boundaries were, maybe you had very poor boundaries, but where those cracks were, that person's fear projections were able to kind of infiltrate, and you took them on as your own. And now as you are shedding that and letting that go, writing your own story, claiming your own power back, you're really going, oh, right, I am a sexy beast. I am a fiery, powerful, divine feminine or divine masculine. You're starting to reclaim that power, that energy. And when we go through challenges where we can feel like our spark went out. And, when you're a fire sign, because I'm a fire sign as well, it really is important, because when you are so creative and passionate and that fire feels like it goes out, it takes a lot of the wind out of your sails. And so I do feel like you coming back into your own power, your own authenticity, and really putting down the burdens that anyone else has put towards you, recognizing, forgiving, and moving forward, you're coming back into your sensuality. So bringing in room for love, bringing in room for passion, and just really enjoying the simple pleasures in life. Whereas things could have been pretty hectic and chaotic for you, now you're coming back into a more calm center and really just kind of letting that chaos go on outside of you and not participating in it. So let's see what we have for the clarifying card for that. We have omens. So along with this sensuality, I mentioned the Holy Grail. We have the elemental energy here. A lot of wildflowers. We got a butterfly. We have a kind of a dude with antlers up here. And the omens card, we have a little hawk flying across a full moon. And so we do have the full moon coming up on the 31st. Leos, you're going to have to pay attention to that, because there will be signs coming through from spirit. Could be passed over loved ones as well. Or you could be telepathically communicating with that soul bond, with that person that's kind of bringing up this sensual energy within your spirit. And it might not be a person, because you can do this all on your own independently as you reclaim yourself. But I do feel like for a few of you, there is this energy of passion coming back in for you on a different level. So without this sneaky behavior of the past, you can kind of sense this a mile away now, and you're ready to say, no, I am worth far more than that. You can take that behavior out of here. If you want to come back legit, then that's fine. But I'm not letting anybody in with this sneaky behavior. So pay attention to the omens. Of course, we have a lot of color blue here, throat chakra, and communication energies. And, the hawk, you can barely see it up top here, but it does signify seeing things from a higher vantage point, seeing things from higher vision. And so expressing your sensuality, maybe this is a new way of expressing that you've never done before, because you're in a new version of yourself, a new identity. So really powerful, beautiful energies for Leo. In terms of your connection with yourself and the soul bond energy, I'm just going to get a quick sip of water here. You guys have a really like powerful, strong, fast, quick energy happening. So here we go. This is from my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. Soul purpose. This is a connection or relationship which is connected to your soul purpose. This situation is a catalyst in your spiritual evolution. Rejoice and be heartened by this realization that you are fulfilling your destiny. If you have met heartache, know that you will heal as you have grown. Simply know that you met for a reason, even if for a season. So you may have encountered, we had the new beginning at the start. So you may have encountered this person that was in your life for a season, and it really was a big catalyst for you. And the thing is, that person was part of your soul purpose, because it's almost like they unlocked, or you unlocked in them something that they may still be processing, but that will make a huge difference in their lifetime. And Spirit, wants us to be of service to more than just ourselves in this lifetime, especially if you're catching this video, because most people who watch my videos have a dual purpose in this life. You're here to grow and learn, but you're also here to teach. And that comes with different responsibilities. So this one is saying, like, it's time to celebrate, because these connections, whether it's coming in or whether you've just experienced it, had a very important purpose in your life, and or has a very important purpose in your life. So really, really beautiful there. And to clarify, we have the Grail Knight. This is awesome. Romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. This is your second chalice, you guys. And I brought it up pretty clearly. So the Holy Grail, did I not say that before, you guys? So that is clear messages coming through from Spirit. You may meet someone and you will start to see chalices. You will start to see that mirrored reflection. If it is twin flame energy, there will be this energy of the cup. If you're watching other readings, you will have the Ace of Cups come up for you. Just watch for those synchronicities, because you'll definitely be seeing them. And I just had 222 on the timestamp. So, this one, if you pay attention and you're discerning, you're going to be able to see through illusion, your own and others. So you might be a little slow if you're coming into a new relationship, but that's okay. Take your time. What this is saying is that this is a new, exciting, romantic experience that is coming, up for you, and that it does have a connection to your soul purpose. So either way, no matter what happens, if you focus on it as an experience and as part of your journey, instead of looking at it as what it is going to be in terms of expectations, then you can really kind of surrender to the experience and the journey that relationship has for you. So if you want a private card pull, this is the time. Just put yes, please in the comments, and I will pull a card for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and or subscribe. I will be doing more Tarotscopes, and you can find me on Tuesdays and Saturdays for general readings. So I am psychic, and I also have some mediumship skills, although they tend to come to me. I don't tend to call to them. And so when I do my Tuesdays and Saturday readings, it's a bit of a channel energy, but it's also, of course, tarot, because I use that just as a medium. Because I have a lot of fun with it. And so if you want to donate to the channel as well, you can go ahead and do that through PayPal. There's a link on in the description below, and there's also a link pinned to the top of my Facebook page. So I don't see any comments yet in terms of anyone wanting a private card pull, but I'll pull from the Mystical Wisdom. Okay, Kathy, great. Just wanted to make sure. Did you want a Mystical Wisdom, or do you want to switch it up? Because we did that So thank you, HH. I'm glad to have you here today and your energy supporting the reading as a cross watcher. So Kathy, let's see. You know what? I'm going to pull from the Wisdom of Avalon for you, Kathy. Here we go. So this message is for Kathy for her highest and best on your birthday. Cumpleaños feliz. All right, here we are. This message is for Kathy. Ooh, I love this. The eagle. It says spirit integrity, connection to the angelic realm, and resonating to the number 9. So beautiful. Let's see if I put the card here. I actually no, I didn't see an eagle today, but I saw a couple eagles yesterday. So Kathy, I will read out this for you. When the eagle appears, it is a true signal of your connection to the angelic realm. With the angels' help and guidance, you can soar above life to see the larger vista. The eagle helps you make your choices accordingly with integrity. When you pray to your angels, they will always answer, for they patiently wait for you to call upon them for assistance. The angels reside beside you, always hoping to aid humankind in finding peace and manifesting abundance and prosperity. The eagle also asks you to remember to soar high above life and look at the bigger picture. Don't get too caught up in tiny, unimportant aspects of your life. The spiritual world is the real one. Your physical life is the dream. When the eagle appears, it is also a signal for prayer. It's time for a moment of conscious contact with the divine. Remember that you're always protected and divinely directed if you follow the guidance of spirit as it appears in the form of eagle. And this is a really beautiful message. My mom passed over 5 years ago today. And so that is a really sweet message too, just coming through for me as a reader, just, as homage to my mama. So beautiful energy that the spirit realm is very close and connected to us at this point. And of course, the veil is thin as we come up to Halloween at the end of the month on the 31st. So if anyone else would like a reading or a card pull, you can put yes, please in the comments and I will pull one for you. Otherwise, I will hopefully be back tomorrow for the Tuesday reading, and I'll be bringing out the next Tarotscopes as I can here. Maybe possibly tonight, but most likely after I do the main reading tomorrow, I'll bring out the next cycle of Tarotscopes. And I do them earth, air, water, fire, so 4 at a time. So you guys, hopefully you patiently wait. Pull a card for the world situation in general, sure. So let's see what the Wisdom of Avalon, what Spirit has in terms of the collective energies. What does Spirit want us to know? Yes, that makes sense. So the novice, we have the number 5. Once again, deep changes going on. It says innocence, beginner, ignorance, which we can see a lot of, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. And I think that sums it up pretty darn well. Really continue to focus on holding space for those who are in this novice stage and understanding that we are all on this novice stage on one level of the spiral or another. But if you have that knowing, that spiritual knowing that you can hold space, that you're a way shower, that you can hold energy in grids, it is the time to do that so that you can hold space and for the light to come through. And I'm definitely, if you watch my channel, if you follow me on Facebook, I am not one of those readers who are all love and light, because I know that as, someone that does also follow in shamanism and has had many lifetimes, we learn through the darkness. The void is a place of birth and creation. And so we really do need darkness to transform. It is important to understand the integrity that you hold with power and in terms of light and dark in duality in this lifetime, but it's up to you how much you want to look at the duality. But Spirit here is saying, because HH asked it as a card for the collective or the world in general, really, we are seeing a lot of this innocence, this beginner stage. And with that comes a lot of ignorance, not knowing the value of stewardship, really honoring humanitarianism, and just focusing on the positive that still is in the world, and understanding that there's a lot of this new unstable energy happening. And so what I also get with this is that we are going to be moving, as one does, from novice to master. And so as we're oscillating on this scale, we'll see that in the collective as well. We'll see people who have taken this time to master themselves. And we will also see those novices as well kind of fumbling around. So very interesting energy for the collective there. So those are your messages, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. No donation is necessary, but if you want to buy me coffee or a deck for the channel, I've got the Amazon wish list and PayPal links. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and definitely sending love to your aunt there, Kathy, as well, if you're still on. And just saying hi to our loved ones and our ancestors. Thank you to our spirit guides and angels who are helping us at this time. So take care, you guys, and I will catch you tomorrow. So ciao for now. Bye. Thanks, HH. Have a good one.